Hey guys!
Hey.
Oh man, this is gonna be honest with you, this is the biggest meeting I've ever had. Ryan Miller. Yeah, Michiel, nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Ryan. Nice to meet you guys. Hi.
Bernard.
Bernard, great. I can't do that with everybody, but I just want to say I am so happy that you've decided to green light my project. I'm very passionate about it. Clearly you are all passionate about it, and I think you're gonna love it. Time out. I did not make a movie yet. So, I've got a very important meeting right now, and I'm gonna need you guys to help me. Starting with, have you guys seen movies before?
Yes.
Good, then you will be more help than I initially thought you might. That's great. So what I need is, I'm gonna need a title for my movie, so let's, what I wanna hear from you guys is titles of movies that have already been made.
Earthquake.
Earthquake is good.
When Sally met Sally.
When Harry Met Sally. So these are two great examples. So Earthquake is important because it's a great title because Earth is where we live. So if there's a quake, universally important, right? When Harry Met Sally. A love story needs what? Two people to fucking meet. Exactly. So why don't we focus on that? Oh wait, they already did. It's called When Harry Met Sally. Really good. What about another movie? Another movie in the back. What's a movie that's been made?
Total Recall.
Total Recall. Because recall's important, that's memory. What if it were total? You just blew my mind. Great. So those are all examples of movies that have been made. What I need from you now is the title of a movie that hasn't been made yet. Something like...
Earth Sally?
Whatever you just said. What?
Earth Sally.
Earth Sally. Is a pretty great title for a movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna need to come back to you throughout this, but for the moment, I need to get back into my meeting. Okay, check it out. One title, 2 words. Earth Sally. Great, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I knew you liked it. Now here's the thing. When I went home after hearing that you were going to greenlight my picture, I realized I wrote 3 different films called Earth Sally. I don't remember which one you guys liked, so help me out. Here, let me know which one you prefer. Earth Sally is the tale of a young farmer's daughter growing up in the Dust Bowl era. Earth Sally is the tale of a woman Earth Sally takes place in the deepest reaches of outer space. It is the tale of a woman named Sally who wants to get back to her home planet of Earth. Okay, so what I need you guys to do is vote, or at least just let me know which movie you preferred. And that's the one that I will recap for you. So, Earth Sally takes place in the Dust Bowl. 4 people kind of like it, but not very much. Earth Sally, the tale of a woman. Earth Sally, the tale of a woman, slightly more specifically, stuck in outer space, trying to get home to her planet of Earth. Great. I think it is number 3. So, Earth Sally begins with the camera attached to the front of a spaceship using special effects. Hurtling through the deepest reaches of outer space, and lights and planets and space detritus whiz by. We cut to the interior of the spaceship and we realize that it is full of people. They are refugees from what?
Mars?
Mars, because something happened on Mars. What happened on Mars?
Radiation.
There was a Splocation Cato, is what I heard, on Mars. And a Splocation Cato is a space catastrophe. What happens is, and this is important, we can see in the backstory as we hear two people talking, "That's the worst Splocation Cato I've ever seen," she says, her clothes in tatters, her face streaked, and she's beautiful. Speaking to a man with a big bushy mustache, looking quite authoritative. Yes, a Splocation Cato is indeed the worst kind of Cato there can be. Mars has been rendered uninhabitable. Therefore, we must press on into the deepest reaches of space. Cut to another planet. What planet?
Khazar.
Khazar. And Khazar, they do something quite special on Khazar. What is it they do?
Milking plants.
They milk plants. On Khazar, there we see a beautiful young girl there with her space father. Daddy, I'm milking the cow. Well, sweetie, clearly that's wrong. You're supposed to milk the plants. Oh, Daddy, you're so wise. Shh. Well, that's why I'm the mayor of Khazar. Sweetie, come with me. We need to look after all these plants, and we see row upon row, field upon field, acre upon hectare of Khazarian milking plants. All hooked up, all feeding, not just the bottles, which are shiny metallic space age bottles, but feeding all of the planet, and we see that they also export them all over the galaxy. Darling, what we do here is very important. And one day, all of this will be yours. Cut back to the spaceship. Captain, we got a problem here. Unnamed subordinate character who may die in a further Splocation. Excuse me, Sally. A matter requires my attention. And he strides gallantly across the gangplank towards the control center and sees that indeed they are approaching an inhabited planet, the planet of Khazar. Excellent work. Private? Set our coordinates for the docking bay. And the spaceship, we see in a cutaway, we see the spaceship come in and dock into the loading silo that is there on Khazar, as you see other milk ships fly off into the galaxy delivering their booty, right? Is that the word? Space booty? Is there a better word?
Produce.
Produce! Their bootyful produce around all of the galaxy, and they land, and the captain says, "All right, everybody off. We're here. Everything is fine." And Sally gets off and she says, "Thank you, Captain, you did a great job. Looks like everything is perfect. But it's not. Because what's happening, and this is the cut into Act 2, where we see there's a further crisis. Something terrible is about to happen on Khazar. What is it?
Economic crisis.
It's an economic Splocation Cato! All of the ships you see coming back, still full, with their booty produce coming back. You see them, and then they start falling out of the sky. But it's not sky, it's space. They start falling out, even though there's nowhere to fall, because there's no gravity. That's how fucking terrible this is! And the mayor meets with the captain. He says, "Sir, with all due respect, something about the radioactivity of that Splocation Cato brought you here, poisoned the plants, drove our planet into economic ruin, thus because the whole rest of the galaxy relies upon our milking plants to power their economy and to drive the whole economical system, plunging the whole galaxy into chaos. Sir, we've got a huge problem. The captain strokes his mustache, and finally we see a glimmer of weakness. I don't know what to do. And then Earth Sally, still in her torn rags, steps forward. She says, "Excuse me, I'm just a lowly Martian peasant. But I'm not really. I'm from Earth, and I would like to go home. And while I'm there, I will try and help you as well. But mostly I need to get home. Because this is terrifying. I'm just going from catastrophe to And they both shush her. Because they realize that she has a tattoo on her arm. It's not a tattoo, actually. It's a birthmark. And it's a very important symbol. What is that symbol?
Star.
She's got a star tattoo on her forearm. How original. Oh my God. Shh. Everybody's shh. What is it? You must be Earth Sally, the chosen one, the one who will save the galaxy. And the captain again takes control. Sally gets back on the spaceship. They turn it around and they send it back towards Earth. She encounters 3 or 4 problems that might seem episodic at first glance or when you read the first draft, but trust me, they build in intensity and drive the narrative home, including especially partway through the middle frame when she meets a handsome fellow Earthling who agrees to help her get back home because her ship has run out of, yes, what else could it be? Khazarian milk. So she has no way to get home except to trust in the kindness of this cowboy. From her home planet, not of Earth, the other one, where she was evacuated when she was very young, to Mars. And this is a guy named Jackson Klein. And he says, as they approach Earth off in the distance, he says, "Sally, my job here is almost done. I think I should just let you go and maybe I'll just step out into space and just float off and die. Should we do that? Should we go that route?" "No, please don't do that. Not only has that been done very recently in another space film, it would also leave me so terribly alone, and I don't think I can face the task that the galaxy has put upon me." Possible Oscar speech. "I'm so scared." Jackson grabs her in his muscular arms and he says, "Listen, I could come with you because I love you and I know how important your task is, but this movie is not about a man." And he flies out into space, committing this sort of romantic, poetic suicide that is beloved of art house cinemas around the world. And she lands on Earth, and she goes straight to the president, who is also a woman. Pardon me, Madame President, but the galaxy needs your help. But I am just the President of the United States. Yes, but in these types of films, you stand for the whole world. Oh, well, in that case, go ahead. And they do go ahead with an elaborate plan that seems so unlikely it couldn't possibly work to restore the milk production back to the galaxy, thus reinflating the space gladder-gog, which is the unit of currency that everyone in the galaxy uses, and providing a home for everyone else using just their wits. This plan seems totally unlikely, but does it work?
Yes!
Hell yeah, it works! And at the very end, you see Earth Sally sail off in a very, though now she can afford using all of those Glattergogs, a much more elaborate vessel. She chooses to use that same simple vessel that she first arrived back on Earth in and head back towards Khazar because she wants to learn to milk plants. And as she does, passing by the window, Jackson Klein. She puts her hand to the window, and his disgusting, rotten, skeletal hand also touches the window, leaving it streaked with grossness. But the film is not a love story. The film is a story of one woman's journey, and as the closing credits rise, you see her sail off back to Khazar.